박수를 서너 따지는 것 같은데.
거기다.
자, 빨리 씻고 빨리 가. 야, 엄마 일로 와.
치고 들어가는 거 아니야?
Before I start, I just want to say today's vlog is more of a serious. It's not like funny, like you laugh a lot. So, not serious as in like I'm gonna go emo on you, but it's more informative about who I am and what kind of person I am. So, yeah, it's not that interesting. But if you like when people talk about themselves and who they are, then this is just a vlog for you. It's not gonna be hilarious, like laughing like yesterday. It's gonna be kind of serious. All right. See ya. Bye. It's Kirby again. So today, Thursday. Let's see. So as I was coming home, I dropped Jeff off and went to go eat lunch with Yuri at Baja Fresh. I already ate at lunch, so I'll just have a quick snack or whatever. Had like half a burrito, and then as I was dropping off Yuri at her apartment, so I dropped her off, and then she was at a driveway, and so her driveway looks like this, and so like it's really dark inside, I guess, and like hold on. Okay, so here's a picture of my of her garage, and that little black box on the rectangle is my car. So you can see that it's very narrow. Like my car can't do a full U-turn and get out, so I have to do a 3-point turn, right? And so today was okay. So inside is really dark. There are no lights at all. It's just no lights, right? And then the only light source is from outside, like the sunlight or my car headlights. And obviously I don't have my car lights on because it was daytime. But today it was really dark and cloudy because it was raining sort of. And so there was no sunlight coming to the entrance either. So it was like pitch black almost. But I've been there before, like maybe 2 or 3 times. So I was just gonna estimate again. I've never hit anything before. So first I made the first like left into the wall, and then as I was backing up, and so as I was backing up, I looked back and it looked like it wasn't too like close. So I kept going and going very slowly, and boom! I freaking hit it at like 2 miles an hour. And so I hit it, and then I was like, shit, I hit it, right? And then so I went outside, and then like these small scrapes, and you guys can see the pictures and stuff, and like I was like, damn, why did this happen, you know? But as I was thinking, I think I have a legitimate excuse of why this happened. So I think what happened was, first of all, last night, 2 nights ago, I didn't wear my night contacts at all. So what my night contacts are is like, I wear them, and then overnight they like shape them and mold them, like within this is my eye, and then like it starts shaping into like a 20/20 vision. But if you don't wear it for a day, every day it gets back to like your bad vision, right? It's not like a one night where it goes from bad to, it's like a process. So if you don't wear it, then it gets worse in the process. So if you don't wear it for one day, it takes like maybe a day or 2 to get back to 100%. So 2 days ago I didn't wear it at all, so I couldn't see jack. I couldn't see jack. It was like everything was like I could see it was there, but not to fine detail, and I couldn't perceive the depth, because like you guys have heard like if like your eyes are bad, you can't perceive depth as well. So what happened was, I didn't wear my contacts 2 nights ago. Last night I only wore it for 5 or 4 hours. If you don't wear it for at least 5 hours, then your eyes don't improve that much. If you wear it for like 8 to 9 hours, that's like the optimum like time to wear them. Your vision is probably 20/20 by the morning. So, and then as I continue to, as when I wore these, I noticed at night everything is very blurry. When it's dark, you can't see anything. It's like horrible. Like when it's daytime, you can see everything to fine detail. But as soon as the room gets dark, it's like as seeing like as same as like your eyes are bad. So pretty much it was the pitch black in there. I was being stupid. I didn't turn on my headlights so it lights up the whole area. So I was just estimating, and I guess I got too close to it, and boom, I hit it. And then yeah, stuff happened. I was like, shit, you know what am I gonna do? Hope my parents don't see it though. I mean, if they see it, oh well, I'll just say like some car just scraped it at school, and I don't know. But yeah, but this doesn't mean I'm a bad driver, does it, you guys? I mean, it was an accident. I underestimated bad conditions. If it was sunlight, this wouldn't have happened. So if you don't trust me from now on, that's fine. You don't need to go anywhere with me. Alright? So anyways, oh yeah. So today, I went to Burger King with Jeff and Gina and Sarah Park and them. So when I went there, when we were coming out, I got out of my car and Jeff said he wanted a shotgun. So my passenger side, there wasn't enough space to open the door and get in. So Jeff said he would wait outside. So I backed up, and then Gina and Sarah and Cecilia were like, "Just go, John, just go." So I went, and then Jeff tried to open the door at first, and he couldn't open it. And then he was like, he looked kind of like lazy, like pissed off though. And then like there was like a whole old like Harabaji and Harmony, they're just watching, and they're all like cracking up, right? They're like laughing, and then Gina was like, "Dude, the Harabaji's laughing at him. How sad, right?" So he tried to open it again, and I kept going. And right when he opened the door, I kept going a little bit more, and he was like, "What the hell, John?" Right? And then like it was pretty funny. So yeah, I mean, it was funny to me, all right. So yeah, and then like the Harabaji, like Jeff was like, "Do you know what the Harabaji was saying?" He was like, "What a wise guy," you know. So I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty funny." And then so as I was, so when I took Yuri to Baja Fresh, after we ate, she came back out. She was writing like "I love men" all over my car while I was inside. So I just started driving away, and she was like, "Kirby, stop!" You know. And then she was like, "Stop!" And then so I stopped. She tried to open the door, and then I wouldn't open it. So I went all the way to the exit, almost, of Vaughn's from Baja Fresh. She followed me all the way. What a loser. Okay, so that was kind of messed up. But anyways, it was fun. And, what else? I'm gonna try to change the lighting for the rest of the video and see how it works out. So yeah, anyways. College. Man. The thing I wanted to be for a major, it changed so many times. Like, first I wanted to be some kind of like architect, like freshman year. I wanted to be an architect, but then I was like, nah, this isn't it for me. So I went into become I want to become like a hotel manager. So I went to my cousin. He was like, no, don't do hotel manager. I mean like I know like people say they love money, but I'm imitating what he said. He said, you know, people like money, but I mean that's not why I have my job. He has a $1 million job or something like that. He's an investment banker at UBS, and which is a Swiss bank. So he was like, yeah. So I didn't get a job like this because I wanted money. It's because the thing I wanted required money. So I mean, I think that's like a legitimate statement to say. Like, obviously all of us want money, but some of us don't want the money, but we want to do stuff that requires money, you know? So it's not the fact that we love money, it's the fact that the stuff we love requires money. Like, I love going traveling, but if I go traveling, I'm not gonna go to some ghetto motel. I want to go to some like nice, like expensive, you know, like fine cuisine and like all that crazy stuff, you know? And like, yeah, so I thought that made a lot of sense. So my parents told me like, all right, then why don't you go into finance. So I was like, sure, I'll go into finance. And so I started looking for colleges, finance, you know. And then I was down to my list, and I was gonna start applying like last week. So I started applying, and I didn't submit any information, of course, but I started like entering all the information in. And then yesterday I had another like change of thought. Not change of thought, but something else influenced me. So yesterday I went to take a test. I mean, a couple weeks ago, a couple Saturdays ago, I went to take a test. And this test is like, you know, one of those assessment tests, like where it shows you like who you are and what kind of person you are and all that kind of stuff. So I took that test, and hold on, let me get my results. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back with my information. So this is like the thing. It's called the Whole Person Process, and then it's by the Personal Vision. It's by the Highlands Company. So yeah. So it's like a little test where it's like you can say like little things about like life and stuff. So here's my the Highlands Ability Battery confidential report for John Lee. You guys already know my phone number, so I don't really care. And yeah, okay. So pretty much what it is like it's testing your abilities and stuff. And I'm just gonna go real quick through this. Tell you actually what I got, and what the woman told me. So here it is. This is my thing. So my personal style. It says I'm a generalist 5%, a specialist 95%, extrovert 75, introvert 25, and my time frame is 95%. So what the hell does this all mean? All right, generalist 5%. Generalist is someone who thinks like everyone else thinks. So, but for me, I'm 95% specialist, meaning I think differently than everyone else. So I work better alone. That's why I notice when I try to explain stuff to people, I say it in my own way in which I understand it, and people don't understand me because I think in a different way than they do. So they're like, "What the hell are you talking about, John? You don't make sense." To me, I make perfect sense. So I don't understand why you guys don't understand me. But this makes sense to me that you guys don't understand me. So the fact that I'm a specialist, that means like I have a unique individual way of looking at the world. I see things like differently from other people do. I have a unique perspective on things. So pretty much, if someone says like sky, most people think like blue, bird, airplane as an example. She gave me, but I list things like heaven, helicopters, jets, stars, not clouds. Clouds would be like a general answer, but I'd be like different things like the moon, the sun. When you think sky, people say like first thing that comes to mind is blue. First thing that comes to my mind is heaven. I don't know why, but it just said like that's just the way like I work. And it also, as a strong specialist, I want to do work my own way. That's why I hate doing things the way other people do it. Like I always want to find a new way to do things. So that makes sense on like who I am. So this test is pretty accurate. I was pretty surprised. So yeah, and I'm very involved in work, and I have difficulty separating like my work from other people. Like this blog, like I can't separate it from like other aspects of my life. Like I really want to do it every time. And whenever I have a job on task, I have to complete it, or else it's like, you know, like come on, you know. It's like I have to finish it. So that's the whole part about me being a specialist. And but it's kind of like weird because I am also an extrovert. If you see here, I said I'm a 75% extrovert, right? So what that means is I love people. I love working with people. You know, like I just love talking to people and all that. And it says that the woman, she's a psychologist. She's had like she has a degree in like 4 majors, and she said my profile is like an entertainer, an entrepreneur. So why entertain an entrepreneur? It's because as an entertainer, I can work by myself and do what I want, but I can also share it like this video. I can work by myself and do it the way I wanted to do it, but I can also share it to you guys and show it to you guys because I love like socializing and stuff. And I also like social stuff and like with people and all that. So as an entrepreneur, I can make my own thing and do all that. and I can also share it with people, you know, so that's good. So yeah, so she said like those managers, like hotel manager and like managing types, I have to work with other people. So the reason that's bad is because, let's say I'm at a hotel and someone's receiving calls, like he says something weird, and I'm gonna be like, no, why are you doing this? Why are you doing it this way? Why blah 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 blah? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why blah blah blah? Right? And so I'll be like, do it right, do this right, you know, and then like I'm gonna like correct that person every time he does something wrong, because I just hate people doing wrong things. And if they don't do it my way, then they're gonna be like, what the hell? Why can't I do it my way, you know? So I'll be like, so because of that, she said I'd be a horrible manager. People will hate me because of the way I like to do things. Because I like to do things differently from most people do. And if I don't get it done my way, then I'll do it. And I'll be too, pay attention to the details, and I'll be worried sick about just that one person who can't do their job right. So because of that, I'll be a horrible manager because people won't like me. A good job for me is something where I can work by myself, like a doctor. Not by myself as in like a carpenter or something, but like by myself as in like I can get reliable people who listen to me and who won't question me, like a doctor. She said doctor would be the top job for me, and I'll explain why later. She said as a doctor I can just do things my way and the way I think works best, and also I can get the if I can get workers who just listen to me, they don't question me. In times of emergency, people don't question the doctors, you know what I mean? So she said that's a good job. She also said as a patent attorney I'd be good, because what a patent attorney does, you guys know what a patent is, right? Like when you create something, you have to get a patent for it. You have to you have to get a patent so no one like copies it or whatever. So what a patent attorney does is he works for a company where the company's new creation, they come to the patent attorney, and then the patent, what he does is he checks everything. Like, so he has to have an engineering background, but he also has to have a law background. So she said I have to go to engineering school for undergraduate and then go to law school for graduate. As someone who's a patent attorney, what I have to do is let's say it's a new creation, like this pencil. It looks like an ordinary pencil, right? But let's say someone makes an invention as to like something pops out of here and like water squirts out and you can like wash your face or something, or you can change this, like you push a button and it changes to like chapstick and you can like, you know, like put it on you, and like you can change this right here. It looks like a normal pencil. You click a little button, like it's like a small button, you click it like the word, or you know, change it into a pen or stuff like that, you know. And obviously inside of this amazing pencil that someone has just created, I have to look inside here and see all the mechanics used so that other people don't use this mechanic. So a good example is an iPod. I don't have mine right now, but on the iPod, you know that touch wheel, right? Inside that touch wheel there are so many things going on, and you have to patent every part of that product. Because if you don't patent every part of the product, you can't just say I patent this iPod, because that means it's illegal for people just to make that iPod, but they can steal the other parts of it, like the little touch wheel, the screen, the menu buttons, the menu layout. So as a patent attorney, you have to know a lot about engineering, because you have to know what to patent, or else someone can steal your idea. Let's say iPod didn't patent that little scroll wheel thing, right? That means every other MP3 player can use it, and then someone else can jack it and then patent that scroll thing, and then iPod and then Apple will get sued. So I think that's a good job for me because it's hands-on, and you know, and it makes a lot of money. Of course, you're an attorney. So she said those two jobs are the best, or like a CEO of a company, something like that. So yeah, and my time frame is the long time frame. The 95% time frame is all about how I have like a long time frame. Like I set my goals like 5 years away. Like that's why I look so far. Like whenever you guys talk with me, I talk about college a lot, and a lot of you guys think it's annoying, and I always think about like graduate school and all that. People are like, come on, John, you have to think closer in the future. But with my long time frame, they said it makes sense for me to think 5 years ahead of my life, like 5 years ahead of my company, 5 years ahead of, you know. But then it's also important for me to set small goals so that I don't procrastinate until at the end of the 5 years, and I just try to do everything then, you know. So I have to set small goals and see how I can do it. Alright? Now, driving abilities. That's like the next part of the test. And so... Okay. Here, I'll just read it to you guys. Okay, so driving abilities is... Oh my gosh. So driving abilities is like they're powerful and influence almost every part of our work lives, like your job. What kind of job is the best job for you? It's true whatever an individual results are. Each one of the abilities asserts itself to our lives, and it's absolutely critical to take them into account when considering what role you should play at work. Okay, so there's 5 categories. I'm not bragging right now, alright, just get this straight, but this is just the test results, and this is what I got, so I'm just gonna explain this to you guys, alright? So as you guys see, this my classification is high, everything is like pretty high, right? So, the lady said, I'm a smart guy, I'm intelligent, I'm just really, really lazy. And that's horrible, because she said, it's rare for someone to have such high drives in everything, except for vocabulary, of course. But she said with vocabulary, it's because I was lazy. So that makes sense, alright? Now let me explain this. Classification. Classification is, like, I can see relationships between two things even if they're unrelated. Like, unrelated events or situations or, like, information. It shows my ability to move from like general to specific when solving like a lot of problems throughout the day. That means I have good intuition. So let's say I walk into a room and I see a girl, I see you. I can tell quickly by your eye movement, by your facial expressions, your hand movement, like just the way you move, the way you are acting. I can tell if you're nervous. I can tell what kind of like general person you are. I can see like basically who you are, like on the surface, how much you express it. Also, she also says, like, the psychologist said, I have good intuition, like, I can see if a relationship is going to work well or not. I'll use this as an example. Joe and Rachel Lee, long time ago, I was talking to Janice a while back, and we were talking about their relationship, and I said it'll last until winter or December of the following year. And, you know, it just happened to be that it lasted until winter or December. So first time, of course, I'll be like, it was luck. It was luck. And then it happened a couple other times. And then the most recent was Lauren Chu. She asked me something, and sorry, I don't want to make this public. Don't go asking her what it was. But she came up to me in retreat and she was like, John, you were right. How'd you know this? You know? And then I was like, I don't know. So this whole time I thought I was guessing. I had lucky guesses. She said, the psychologist said straight out. I didn't tell her any of this. She said, John, you can probably tell when people aren't going well in relationships, do you? And she was like, I was like, yeah, how'd you know this? And she was like, it just shows through this test. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I was in shock when she told me this. I didn't say a word. She just explained to me all this stuff about myself, which was true. So I was like, damn, this test is crazy. So if you guys want to know what this test is, I'll refer you guys and see if it works for you guys. It was like $350 for me, so I don't know, something like that. But it's worth it. It'll definitely help you get into a career you like, and it'll also help satisfy like your. I'll tell you later. So because I have all these high, like 99% classification, which is your intuition, 95, 85, 95, 95. The bad thing about this is you have to fulfill all of these driving abilities, or else you'll be unsatisfied. Meaning I have to get a job. I can't get a job that I like. If I get a job that I like, I'm gonna have to have hobbies that fulfill these other driving abilities. So let's say I'm like a financial advisor. That includes classification, problem solving. I'll get into the others later. Concept organization, idea productivity. That only includes those 3. So I'm left with the other 2: spatial relations theory and spatial relations visualization. So that's bad because spatial relations is kind of like a hands-on, like engineering kind of thing, like making stuff, making cars, making like computers, making like not cars, but like, you know, those models, toys, doing puzzles, something like hands-on, you know, like medical, or like something where you can, like, you know, use your hands, like experiment. So she said, if I do that, then that means if I do financial things, then that means that I'm gonna have to find a hobby where I make stuff and like stuff like that. Hold on, my dog's eating something. Max! Okay, anyways, I'm back. So she said it'd be best if I find a job where it fulfills all 5 abilities so I'm not dissatisfied in my life. I think this makes total sense because with these with classification, like my intuition, not bragging or anything again, but a while back I guess I used to help, like I used to talk to a lot of the younger people about their problems and stuff, and like I don't know if I was any help or not. I mean, I probably wasn't, but yeah, anyways, like that kept me interested. Even if I helped them or not, it fulfilled my drive for classification, for solving many problems a day. Like I love getting into people's problems. That's why I always ask you guys if you guys have any like beef or anything, because it's just what I like to do. Like if I don't do it, that's why I start beef with people. That I think this is a good reason why, because if I don't have any problems to solve, I make problems on my own, which is bad. I mean, it happens, but it's bad. Like a lot of you guys know what happened. Like some of you guys know that I like to make problems with people. Like I like to start beef, and I even tell people that I like to do that. And this is an exact reason why. I think this is like the explanation why. I've never known why until now. I have a high classification driving ability, and that means that I like to solve a lot of problems, which is bad, I know, but still. But yeah, anyways, this is getting quite long, so I'll continue tomorrow. Quick shout out to Meaty, Lucy, you know. Thanks for watching every day. Seriously, you're just another one of my big fans. Thank you. Shout out to everyone just watching, seriously, but especially to Meaty, Lucy. So yeah. Plus, guys, totally upload videos. I'll be glad to post you guys on my thing. But anyways, I'll continue tomorrow. If you guys are interested, comment me. If you guys think it's boring, just type it's boring, don't continue tomorrow, and then I won't continue tomorrow. And that's about it for today. Alright, bye.